Last night on MasterChef Australia, in a Middle Eastern invention test, there was just one star.
Danny.
Earning herself a shot at immunity. But dishes from Billy, Matt and Hayden all flopped.
There's not really much I can actually pick up and eat.
Tonight, one of them will be eliminated.
Do not let this be the last dish you ever cook in the MasterChef kitchen.
In a pressure test that calls for precision and imagination.
You need to push. You got to go for it.
The smallest mistake
No.
will end someone's MasterChef dream.
Yesterday we had the mystery box and invention test. Unfortunately, Hayden, Matt and me ended up at the bottom three, and today we have to face the elimination challenge.
A couple of months ago, I suppose my life was a lot different. I was sitting on a beach looking after people while they're swimming and surfing and having a good time, and it's a lot different to the kitchen. It's still got that high intensity, high adrenaline, different atmosphere every single day, and that's what I loved about my old job, and that's what I love about cooking in the kitchen. Obviously, if things ended up that I was going home and that was the end of my time with MasterChef, then it'd be devastating.
Feeling pretty nervous today, going up against two of the strongest cooks in the whole competition. The possibility of me going home tonight is really high. I'm here to change my life. I work in IT, I'm here to sort of break away the chain, sort of ties me to my desk at my office. I'd much rather be, working on a grill or doing the pass or, scrubbing a pot and pan than typing on a computer till midnight.
After being in MasterChef for so long, it's definitely slowly realizing pastry and dessert is what I love. My dream is hopefully one day I'll get my own little dessert bar, just serve delicious, pretty desserts. If you try to be sad and somber and go into a pressure test, that's not gonna work. So you just have to be confident and just enjoy it. No matter what happens, just enjoy it.
I feel like a bit of the underdog today. I don't think anyone thinks I'm going to be coming back. Facing Billy and Hayden is terrifying.
It's a weird feeling just being three of you all dressed in black, and that's when you realise that this is serious. We've got to cook here, and if you don't cook well, one of us is going to be going home.
Hayden, Matt, Billy, it's tough seeing you guys in black because we know that you're some of the best cooks in this competition. But it's top 10, the game's on, it's got serious, and in the end, only one person will walk away with the title of MasterChef Australia.
Today is a pressure test with a split personality. One half, strict precision. The other, free reign to create. So, boys, let's meet the dish that's going to decide your future in the MasterChef kitchen. George?
If it's dessert, we pretty much can already assume that Billy is safe. If it's savoury, though, it can be anyone's game.
The dish that you must recreate is...
I know exactly what I'm looking at. I know it's a salt crust. I know that there's some sort of bird or poultry in there. The day's suddenly looking a lot brighter. Watch out, Billy. Watch out, Hayden. Come here to kick your ass.
There's definitely a salt crust here, 100%. Inside this crust is a perfectly cooked guinea fowl.
Never done salt crust. Never cook a guinea fowl. Yes, I'm a little bit worried.
George gets in there with a serrated knife and cuts open that crust and lifts the top off, and it's like a big shell, and as soon as he lifts it, the steam comes up and all the aromas just fill your face, and it smells beautiful.
A salt crust is basically an oven inside an oven. Then it just kind of concentrates, and all the juices and all the moisture is trapped, and then it just basically keeps cooking. It acts like a steamer inside the oven.
As you can see, this bird has been correctly prepared in terms of trussing, but on top of that, just under the skin, is this beautiful, fragrant duxelle, and Matt, beautiful slices of truffle.
Awesome.
Duxelles is a mix of mushroom, shallots, and garlic, and then just gently stuff the guinea fowl.
In terms of its preparation whole, we've done some things here that you guys need to know. You know, we've removed the wishbone. If that wishbone's in there, disaster. We've correctly prepared the legs so they truss beautifully and they're up against the breast. You got to remember, guinea fowl, there's not much fat in it, so it dries out quickly. And once it's dry, it's like chewing on wet cardboard. Has anyone ever eaten guinea fowl here? Matt, of course you have. What do you love about it?
It's kind of like chicken, but improved. It's nice and gamey. It kind of reminds me like a giant quail.
Yeah, definitely. Hayden, Billy, never eaten it before?
No, never.
Heard about it?
Yeah.
Have any of you cooked with the salt crust method?
Yeah, I have. I've done it a couple of times. Sometimes it's worked out perfectly. Sometimes it's a bit of a tantrum sort of exercise.
And to go with your guinea fowl, you need to make a thyme jus. Look at that consistency in the sauce, yeah? It just holds, it shines, I'll give you a little bit more, yeah? Right, guys, you ready to taste?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Tasting the guinea fowl, it's beautiful, it's succulent, the moisture's obviously being kept in by that salt crust, the beautiful flavours of the mushrooms and the truffles. It's really a nice, hearty, warming, earthy sort of dish.
Pressure point number one, the duxelle. You make that wet and sort of loose, it's gonna fall out of the bird. Pressure point number two, the consistency of the salt crust. Too dry, it will crack, you'll get holes in it. Too wet, and it won't hold on, okay? It's a balance, and you need to make sure there are no holes when you wrap this bird. Number three, the sauce. It's all about cutting the bones correctly, getting the caramelization into them, and making it quickly so you don't lose all that beautiful fragrance of that beautiful little sauce.
Not only do you have to replicate this beautiful salt-crusted guinea fowl exactly, but we also want you to create two beautiful side dishes that will complement that guinea fowl perfectly. Think about the texture and the flavour of the guinea fowl, the duxelle, the truffle. What will go well with those flavours? You're going to be judged on two things. How well you execute that guinea fowl, but also on how you use your creativity and your nous to make those two side dishes.
Wow. They have so many elements that they have to get on the plate. The guinea fowl, the sides, the jus, the pastry. I don't understand how they're gonna do it. It's crazy.
This is a difficult challenge for you guys to pull off, so we're giving you 1 hour and 15 minutes to do it. You need to push, you've got to go for it. Do not let this be the last dish you ever cook in the MasterChef kitchen. Everything you need is at your benches. Your time starts now.
I've made a similar dish to this before, and I know 1 hour and 15 minutes is not a very long time to make this at all. Considering we still have to make up 2 side dishes as well, we're going to be really pumping it.
To make the salt crust, it's really quite simple. All you do is you chuck your salt, flour, water, and the herbs into a big mixer with the dough hooks. Mix it up until it forms a nice dough or a little ball. Put it onto a bit of cling film, wrap it up and put it in the fridge to rest until it's needed.
An hour and 15 minutes to do a guinea fowl in salt crust, but also make two beautiful and creative side dishes to blow our socks off. It's not easy. It looks deceptively easy, but they've got to make a salt crust, they've got to make a duxelle, they've got to slice the truffle, you've got to take the wishbone out of the bird, they've got to truss it all together, and then they've got to wrap it.
And a jus.
I don't envy them at all. And of course, the big kicker with this challenge is that this bird is cooked inside a crust. You don't know whether it's cooked when you take it out of the oven. So the awful thing is, it might look perfect, take the crust off, and it's raw.
Or overcooked.
Or overcooked and dry.
To prep the bird, I've got to remove the wishbone, I've got to take the wingtips off, and just clean up all the bones a little.
You have to take the wishbone out because at the end when you go to carve the bird, the breast comes away fully if the wishbone's not there.
There's just over an hour to go and I'm trying to get this wishbone out. It's, you know, it's really slippery and slimy, and then, you know, just trying to get it out without damaging the breast is really difficult, and it's just not working. It's not coming out. How the hell do you get this thing out? Can I ask for help from one of the judges? If I can't get this wishbone out, I could be in big trouble.
Hayden, Billy and Matt have 75 minutes to cook a salt-crusted guinea fowl that has a duxelle inside, a thyme jus, and then two sides of their choice. And one of them at the end of this will be going home.
There's just over an hour to go and I'm trying to get this wishbone out. It's just not working. It's not coming out.
You know what you could do is you could just use a much bigger knife. All you do is if you put that knife in there and then you run the knife down the edge of it. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Are you worried?
A little worried.
Yeah.
Your side dishes, have you come up with some good ideas?
I'm going to try and do a roast baby beets.
Yep.
With some sort of puree, either a celeriac puree or a cauliflower puree.
Okay. The only thing you've got to think about is presentation, because beetroots bleed. And try and think about how you can sort of make those beetroots a little special.
Yeah, okay, definitely.
Good
Thanks,
luck.
guys. Cheers.
Pressure's on. You've got 1 hour to go. Come on.
Let's go, Matt.
Next thing I have to do the guinea fowl. I've never done it before. I have broken down a chicken, but not a guinea fowl. Well, I think it should be the same as chicken, right?
Billy, how you going?
I'm going good.
So side dishes?
A potato dauphinoise, maybe something more wintry.
Yeah, so
you know,
gratin
and
dauphinoise,
then,
beautiful.
and then something light, maybe just like a beetroot and apple with horseradish salad, something just
That sounds good.
You know, something a little bit kick of horseradish with the game of the...
I think horseradish will work brilliantly.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll cook that guinea fowl absolutely brilliantly, and those side dishes are spectacular. And the sauce, of course. Don't forget the sauce.
That's right. Thanks.
It's a bit of a relief to see that Hayden and Billy are actually struggling. It's a competition today, and whoever makes those little mistakes or spends a little bit too long is a person that's going to go home. Mushroom duxelle, very simple. Slice up some mushrooms and then just put them into a very small dice. Same with some shallots, add some garlic, sweat it all off, make sure there's not too much moisture, and then put little slices of truffle along the top, put it in the bird. God, that smells good.
Matt, how are you, man? Already onto your duxelle?
Yeah.
You've prepped your guinea fowl?
Yeah.
Removed the wishbone?
Yeah.
Rock and roll. What are your side dishes, Matt?
I was thinking about doing a potato and celeriac puree. And then also maybe doing some carrots, because, you know, carrots are from the earth. I think sort of earthy things, and, you know, got the truffle and the mushrooms. I just want to sort of complement those flavours.
Matt. I know you're excited about it, but can I tell you, you want to do something that's going to make them really tasty. So when the 3 judges taste them, you go, wow, Matt did a fabulous job, and hit the nail on the head. Hayden, Billy, Matt, you've got 45 minutes to go. You are running out of time. Get a razzle on.
Come on.
Looks great.
Who are you worried about?
I'm worried about all of them.
Me too.
In terms of timing, they're really behind. They need to put themselves out there. They need to do something that's just going to push them up above everybody else, stick their head up and go, hey, I'm the best cook in the bunch.
I'm still stuffing the cavity with herbs and garlic, and I really need to get this in the oven. But I look back and I can see that Billy and Matt, they haven't got theirs in the oven either, so I'm not the only one.
Upside down first.
That's right.
I'm not sure what's going on. Matt, Hayden, Billy, everyone's just sort of almost relaxed, and I don't get it because it's a pressure test. You've got to come flying out the blocks.
Come on, mate, get in the oven.
Come on, Hayden.
Go.
Get it in. Get it now.
There's so many processes involved in getting the bird to the point that you can actually put it in the oven, and then you've got to put it in the oven for 40 minutes, and everyone's run out of time.
Wrapping the guinea fowl in the crust is crucial. If it's not done right, it's not going to cook right. If there's any holes, any sort of leaks, the whole purpose of doing it is pointless.
At this time, I'm a little bit frantic, and you know, people yelling what I should do next.
No, flip it over for the breast to be up, isn't it?
I've never done it before. Yeah, my wrapping skills a little bit wonky.
It's critical that the dough's the right thickness, it's even all over, and most importantly, that you don't get a hole or you don't get any cracks in that dough, because if they're in there, the steam's going to escape and the bird won't cook right.
Yeah, no holes now.
Yeah.
When I turn it over, and then I notice there's some split underneath. There is a hole.
This guinea fowl needs 40 minutes in the oven. There's only 39 minutes left in this challenge, and none of them have got their birds in the oven yet.
Okay.
When I turn it over, and then I notice there's some split underneath. I just have to patch it out, and hopefully it will seal the fowl nicely and act as an oven. You know, hopefully it will cook.
I'm having a look at the bird and saying, yep, okay, it looks like it's all sealed up. I'm about to put it in the oven, and there's a little hole just there.
Make sure you seal up all the little holes, right?
Yeah. So I cover it up with a little bit of pastry, get it in the oven, set the timer, and hope for the best.
Now that my guinea fowl's in the oven, I can start really focusing on getting the jus right.
We've each got a kilo of chicken wings that have to be browned off in duck fat. And that's the first step in making the jus. They've really got to caramelise, so they stay in the roasting pan for quite some time to really get a rich golden colour.
Gary, there's two judging criteria that we're looking for. Number one, that bird needs to be cooked beautifully and a delicious jus. Number two, their creativity. Those two side dishes need to blow us away, and it's up to them what they cook.
I still kind of stick to my original ideas of the two side dishes, potato delphinoise and a lighter salad of like just beetroot and radish and apples. For my potato delphinoise, basically all I have to do is just slice them with a mandolin and then just cook them in some cream and season it, and then just pour into a baking dish and then just put in the oven and let it all caramelize.
The two sides that I'm making today are roasted beetroot and also a celeriac puree. To make the beetroot, the leaves are chopped off, beautiful baby beetroots, into some foil with garlic, thyme, salt, pepper, and a little bit of olive oil.
Now that my jus is reducing, I can start working on my sides. The first side I'm going to make is my carrots. Heat a bit of butter in the pan, chuck in some garlic, start caramelising off the carrots. You know, kind of deglaze it a little bit with some veggie stock, chuck some bay leaves, chuck some thyme, cook it off a little bit, add a few more cloves of garlic, do that a little bit, season it, keep building flavour, let it sit there for a little bit inside the oven.
Yum, that looks
That smells
fantastic.
really good.
I don't want to rub salt into your wounds, but you've got 30 minutes to go.
What's interesting to note is once you've wrapped that guinea fowl in the salt crust, it needs to go into the oven for 20 minutes at 220 degrees. And then you turn it down to 190 degrees and cook it for a further 20 minutes.
No. Oh. During the transfer, I noticed my crust has kind of tightened and the cracks between the patchwork, they don't really patch at all.
Your guinea fowl.
My guinea fowl, yeah, unfortunately.
How is it?
The pastry start to crack.
Okay, just there.
Yeah.
Oh. You got any flour? You can make some up quickly?
Yes, I do.
Mate, just make a little batch of it up. You know, some flour, some salt, water.
Okay,
yeah?
okay.
You need to get it nice and sealed.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll just make more dough and patch it up again, make sure this time it's sealed.
At this stage, it's rush, rush, rush.
Scary thing about this dish is you never know whether that guinea fowl's cooked until you crack the crust.
Less than 10 minutes to go. We are nervous. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
Oh, my God.
Bombay, baby.
To make my celeriac puree, all I've got to do is grate the celeriac, put it into a pot with some cream and some stock, cook it until it's nice and soft, strain it, grate some horseradish, then blitz it till it's nice and smooth. Those side dishes are going to be key to whoever wins today and whoever goes.
You've got less than 5 minutes to go. You need to move.
Well, I'm running out of time. As I'm reducing the jus is way too much, I have to pour some out and then try to, reduce it down quicker. And then I have to add some cream. As soon as I pour the cream into my sauce, and immediately I realize I've poured too much, and there's not much I can do about it.
Hayden's worried his beetroots haven't cooked in time in the oven. So he's going to do also a side of spinach.
Yeah, just real quick, brother. Ah, where's my tongs?
Spinach might not be too extravagant, but it's definitely better than nothing.
I moved my carrots earlier to the oven just because it was taking up a bit of room on the stovetop and kind of forgot that I've put them in the oven, picked up the carrots to move them, and just burnt my hand. My hand is on fire.
Ah, shit. Put it under cold water.
Matt's burn will be painful.
Sheesh, I could see that happening.
I've done it before and it hurts. But he has to just keep going and worry about that later.
Check the seasoning, guys. Check everything. Remember, everything rides on this. Pressure's on, 1 minute to go.
Go, mate.
Let's go. Come on.
Go.
There's 1 minute, I get the beetroot, crack open the foil. They're perfect. I definitely didn't expect them to be ready, but they're going to be great. But the bird is still in the oven and everyone's yelling at me, get it on the board, get it on the board.
Go, mate, let's go. Get on the plate.
I want to cook all the vegetables for the salad, but now I just don't have time anymore, so I just have to serve them raw.
With 30 seconds to go, I take my guinea fowl out of the oven. It's looking pretty good. Unfortunately, though, it has got a slight crack on the top.
You have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is it going to be overcooked? Is it going to be undercooked? You can't see in there. You can't test the temperature. You can't see if it's cooked or not. It's one of those things that you just hope for the best.
The challenge is over, but the judges are now going to crack open each of the salt-crusted guinea fowls to ensure that they're cooked properly.
Hayden, the moment of truth.
The moment of
Is that
truth.
guinea fowl cooked? Let's crack the crust.
The crust coming off is, you know, it's that point where you think, did this work? And it's like, fingers crossed, come on.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
All right.
The judges definitely don't give anything away. They just very straight, you know, well done, and just move on.
Thanks, Hayden.
Thanks, guys.
Matt, confident?
Kind of. A bit weary now after I saw the crack at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me have my doubts.
Okay, let's find out. The juices are running.
The bird had plenty of time in the oven, but it has got a slight crack on the top, and you're never going to know if it's been cooked until you crack open that crust.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That's good.
Great colour on the legs.
Billy, it's a bit of a patchwork crust, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it cooked? No one knows. Let's find out.
I'm a little bit embarrassed because my patchwork on the crust is hideous. I just hope when it cut open, you know, the guinea fowl doesn't run away.
Plenty of steam. Thanks, Billy. We'll see each of you in the tasting room shortly.
Carrying the dish into the judges to be tasted, it's quite daunting because I've never gone back into the restaurant and to the judging table and put a dish down in front of them. So it's scary because this could be the last dish I create in the MasterChef kitchen.
Hayden, don't think I've ever seen you as nervous and as flustered as you were today.
Yeah, it was a very nerve-wracking experience. It was very rushed. It's something that I've never done before, and I think it got on top of me.
Why don't you carve the guinea fowl and serve it up?
Okay, great.
Okay, Hayden, thanks very much. We'll taste your dish now.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
I love the smell of that guinea fowl. It's fantastic. And that thyme jus is just beautiful. Look at the colour of it.
The side dishes are a sort of perfect complement with them. They're wintry, they're packed full of big flavours. I want to eat it. My mouth's watering.
Shall we? I am so excited by this dish, and what I'm really excited about is the jus. For me, the jus is knockout, not only consistency, but flavour and aroma. It's beautiful.
I think that combination of the earthiness of the beetroot and the spinach works really, really well with that gravy and the guinea fowl. The only question I have with this dish, and it's really hard when you're cooking a whole bird with a technique you've never done before, but those legs, for me, are a little bit overcooked. Not the thigh is perfect, but the actual leg itself is a little bit dry. How's yours, George?
Yeah, I agree. It is. You can see it's really dry.
The thing I'm most worried about is the bird either being dry, raw, and just not cooked nicely. You know, the salt crust looked fine at the start, but the more it cooked, the bigger the crack got, and it's potentially could be my downfall.
You're smiling now. You're feeling good about it.
Yeah, like, I'm not upset with myself. You know, even if I go home on this, it's like, you know, I still cooked a dish I love. I still think that, you know, I put it in all the effort I possibly could, and, you know, if that's not good enough, then it's not good enough.
Well, Matt, do you want to carve up the guinea fowl for us and plate it up?
Sure.
Matt, we're going to taste now. Thank you so much. I love the way he worked in the kitchen today. I think it's the best we've ever seen him.
This is his kind of food, and those carrots do everything for me. As a side dish, I couldn't think of a better choice to go with a big, sort of rustic, wintry dish like this. Just want to tuck in. Let's do it.
Great.
Big chunk of truffle. Yum.
Well, absolutely fascinating. Even though he had that big hole in his salt crust, the guinea fowl has obviously had enough heat applied to it.
The carrots looked spectacular and they backed it up with flavour.
Cereac puree with horseradish, absolutely gorgeous.
The breast is succulent, it's delicious. My leg is a little bit dry,
but there you go. It happens, doesn't it?
Now it's time for tasting, and I'm not 100% happy. When I look at my dish, half of it, I'm happy. Half of it, not so much.
Billy, if you could turn back time, what would you do differently?
I probably would do the crust differently. Definitely hope like it will seal the guinea fowl much better.
Are you worried the guinea fowl won't be cooked?
Well, I do worry. I mean, yeah, it's not in the oven enough time, and the crust is not perfect, that's for sure.
Sure. Right, Billy, I'd like to do the honours and carve for us, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Billy. We'll taste now.
Thank you. Enjoy.
There's that lovely saying, isn't there? Save the best till last, and I think that's what this guinea fowl is, the best and the last. That salad scares me. The raw beetroot scares me, and I think he's missed the mark with the jus, but gee, that guinea fowl and that dauphin was perfect.
Right, let's taste.
That raw beetroot ain't good.
Can I tell you that the breast of guinea fowl is absolutely spot on. The gratin dauphinoise is knock your socks off. Probably the best gratin I've had for as long as I can remember. It's creamy, it's cheesy, it's perfectly cooked. Those two things together would absolutely make my day. However, the sauce, rubbish.
Half this challenge is about cooking that guinea fowl the best you can. And that's what Billy did. He absolutely nailed the cooking of that guinea fowl.
The judges have tasted our food, and it's time to find out, you know, who's staying, who's going, and you want to hope that you've done enough to stay on.
The top 10 means what it says, 10 extremely good cooks. And just as there are many reasons why you've made it into the top 10, there are also reasons why you might go home right now.
I'm quietly calm as I'm waiting for the judge's verdict. I don't know why.
Billy, Matt, Hayden, with cooking this good in this challenge, it makes this decision extremely hard.
I'm feeling confident. I think that they would have actually enjoyed my dish. I think that I didn't make any real mistakes at all besides burning my hand.
Hayden, overall a great dish. The standout jus of the day, but your leg was overcooked. It was a little bit dry. Matt, another great overall performance. Those carrots were absolutely perfect. But again, the leg of your guinea fowl was a little bit dry. Billy, the best cooked guinea fowl. Succulent, legs juicy. The potatoes were fantastic, but that salad was a disaster. And the jus wasn't what we asked for. Matt, today's the first time I've seen you in the kitchen actually cooking, actually engaged and roaring around the kitchen and 110% and looking happy with what you're doing and looking happy within yourself. Based on what we've seen in this competition, why do you deserve a place in the top 10 still?
I'm ridiculously passionate about food. Like, I'm very much obsessed. I'm dedicated. You know, I think I've got a huge, huge, you know, potential to sort of grow and develop as a cook and, you know, one day maybe be a chef.
Billy, you're the only one here that's faced a pressure test before. How confident are you that you're staying in this competition?
I don't think it makes a difference whether I've already been in a pressure test or not. And I think even just a normal challenge is still pressure on all of us. So from my point of view, every time when I come here, I just think about just enjoy it. Just, you know, cook the best I can.
Are you going home today?
I can't see myself going home yet today, still. I can't see it.
Hayden, but what if you go home today?
Then, yeah, that's just another one of those little experiences in the road that you learn from, and you can say, look back and go, look at these amazing things we've done, look at how much I've learned, look at all the new friends I've made, and just be happy for what you have done and know that if you're ever going to cook a salt encrusted fowl again, you're going to do it right.
One of the three of you could be Australia's next MasterChef. But for one of you, the adventure is over. It comes down to the dish you've cooked, and it comes down to minute differences in what you've done.
I am nervous. There's all sorts of emotions running through my body. It's like nothing I've ever felt before.
Matt. You're safe. You're still in the competition.
I never thought I'd outcook Billy and Hayden. I can't believe I'm the first one safe. What a relief for me, but it's going to be a tragedy to lose either one of them.
I'm happy for Matt. He is young. I think he has so much more to learn. I can see him will go far, that's for sure.
Billy and I are going head to head, so at the end of the day, I suppose you've got to think of yourself a little bit and hope that your dish is going to come out on top.
Billy, Hayden, it comes down to the two of you, and it comes down to the dish that you cooked today.
You know, I've never been in this situation before. I never knew how it works. You know, I'm worried because Billy is incredible at what he does.
The golden boy versus the dessert queen, so someone's gonna go home.
Billy, Hayden, it comes down to the two of you, and it comes down to the dish that you cooked today. Hayden, you're safe to fight another day. Billy, I'm sorry. It's time for you to go home.
Well done, guys.
Well done.
Billy, the reason you're going home today is that salad. You cooked the guinea fowl beautifully. Gratin was delicious, but you know what? That salad spoilt it. Raw turnip, raw beetroot, stained apple. It just didn't work and let the whole dish down. Another negative, of course, was that jus. Such a shame.
The whole MasterChef experience is never money can't buy. I'll never forget it. I did, you know, had a few great moments when Josh said, you know, he tasted sex on a plate. Wow.
Sex on a plate.
I do have a dream. It is a dream at the moment to have a dessert bar, I guess, like, you know, where People can come just have sweets after dinner, pretty much just have maybe a degustation of sweets.
Billy, top 10, man. You made it to the top 10. There was thousands of people that applied for this. You've definitely come here as a bit of the dessert king and left your mark.
Billy, the time has come to leave. You need to say goodbye to the guys and head out those doors.
Yeah, I want to say thank you guys as well. I mean, I always cook at home just for the loved ones, but when it comes to judges like you guys, it opened my eyes. Well, all the best. All right. Hopefully we'll see you on the final day.
See you soon, huh?
See you soon, Billy.
I'll see you later. Well, MasterChef has definitely changed my life. I've never done this before. For the future, that's up to me now. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but yeah, something's gonna be fantastic. Something's gonna be big coming up.
Just waiting at the house to find out who's not coming home. We don't like it, but it has to happen. It's part of being in the competition.
You couldn't say anyone smashed it. It didn't, you know, I don't know, you could look at one and go, wow, they killed it, smashed it, because everyone had something that was a little bit off. But it was just such a tight time.
I hear some footsteps coming down the staircase.
It's great to see Matt and Hayden. They look really happy and relieved, and it's fantastic to have them back in the house. Billy hasn't come home, and it's a real surprise to me that he hasn't made it through because he's such a great cook.
So, how is Billy?
He was very positive.
Yeah.
He's very, very proud of what he's done and what he's achieved and the people he's met and all you guys. He said his dream's going to continue and he really, really wants to chase that and just hopefully get, you know, that dessert bar up and running one day.
Billy already has the world in his hands. I really want Billy to open up his dessert bar and to work on his food blog. He will really change the food industry in Australia. I really believe that.
I'm ready to cook for the friends again. I definitely can see myself has changed through the experience, and not just cooking, and also personality. I'm definitely a lot more outgoing.
Welcome home.
Thank you. I'll definitely keep going to do what I love. I'm gonna keep talking about food, keep writing, keep blogging about food, you know, what I experience around the world, and I definitely will pursue doing pastries, or maybe a dessert bar, you know, can be open just next door.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia.
You have a chance of winning this.
Be very nice.
But this is no ordinary immunity challenge.
This is a grudge match.
Alessandro Pavoni is back with his top apprentice, and this time it's personal.
I think today I'll be cooking.
I'm so scared.
Can Alessandro restore the honour of his restaurant?
You're too relaxed, it's scaring me.
Or will Danny score a second win for the amateurs?
Just under 5 minutes to go. Come on.
It all comes down to the final score.
Alessandro, I scored your dish.
If I win a pin today, would be awesome.
Then, on Wednesday night, an unexpected visit from Matt Preston.
He doesn't look very happy.
With news that'll rock the MasterChef house.
We have some bad news.